Hi, Debbie here with my second design team project for Craft Supplies for You. So let me show you first everything that I used to make this. I used this trim here. It's a real lovely dango trim. I only have one of these left. I was using these flowers. These flowers here. Those little white rosebuds. I was using these. And this flat back pearl trim. And the suggestion for what I made was this right here. It was a beautiful ornament, and it was suggested to me by Diane, who is Victorian Shabby Shop here. So this is it. Sorry about my paper being a little gnarly, but the cat's got a hold of it, and so we got little teeth marks everywhere. Well, anyway, that's, so this, let me show you what I made. This is my ornament. I'll hold it like that. And here's that real pretty dangle trim I used, and all the flowers. All the flowers, everything you see is, you know, is what I showed you that I used, except for these teeny white ones right here. Those I used from my stash. But everything else is what I showed you from Craft Supplies for You. And you can get all these things at the shop, and that will be a link in the description box below for you to go check out everything there. So this is the ornament I made. This is plastic, it's not glass. Years ago I did one with glass, and I spent like a whole afternoon putting it together, and I went to look at it, you know, set it up and look at it, and I dropped it and it broke. And since then I always use plastic because that was so heartbreaking to spend all that time just to have it fall and break. I mean, yeah, so I use the plastic, and they're just as nice, the plastic ones. And so anyway, and I use Fabri-Tac on these. You can use hot glue, but you need to use a low temperature hot glue. So well, anyway, this is the ornament I made, Diane. I hope you like it, and I'll have my email address in the description box below, where you can email me your mailing address, and I will get this ornament out to you. And it is really pretty when you hang it up. It is nice. So another close-up on what it looks like. Very pretty. Oh, this rose here, I didn't show you that when I was showing you what with the materials I used, because I only had the one. I only had this one that had these little dangles. Yeah, and I use that on the front. So I use that. Yeah. So that's it. So Diane, if you want me to mail this ornament to you, all you need to do is, like I said, my email will be in the description box below, where you can contact me and I'll get that out to you. And I want to thank all of you for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now. Okay, first I'm going to start off with these little ornaments. These are actually the plastic ones, and they're the 4-inch size. So that's what I'm going to start off with. And I don't want to draw a line down the center, because I do want to start a trim here, because I'm afraid the line will show through. So what I've done is I just tied a little string on the top here, and I have it so that when I pull it down, it's where I know that's where I want to start adding my trim. So what I will do, since this is the trim that I'm going to be starting with here, this real pretty trim, I will take the string, put it where I want it to be, and hold it, and then I'll put a drop of glue there, and then I'll start it, and then that way I can use that as a guide, so I'll know. And I'll turn this, and I'll bring that down. See, I know I need to bring that up to that point. And then I'll continue doing that all the way around the ornament, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, well, I have this on, and it looks like this. So the next thing I want to do is I'm going to be taking this trim here, this real little thin, well, not thin, but narrow trim. I was going to put one on the bottom like this and go around on the top like that. So it'll look like that. So that's what I'm going to do next. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I'll show you what it looks like. And this is what it looks like with the trim going around twice. The beaded, flat beaded trim. So this is what it looks like. Okay. I went through and I got all my white flowers out because I'm going to use the white flowers to decorate this ornament. And what I want to start with is this, the white rose that has these little dangles coming down. And I'm thinking of putting it right like that. I know I have this hanging on my, maybe that out of the way, where I hang my banana hanger thing. I use that sometimes when I'm making things that hang. And so I was thinking about starting with this. So let me get this on as a start, and then I'll know what I'll be doing around on the other one. So let me get that on, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, well, I got this on. This is what this looks like. And what I want to do now is I have these here. These are really pretty. So I am going to be cutting some of these apart and placing them like I want to place like one here, and then I'll be placing some around. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you how it turns out. Okay, let's get that out of the way and show you what we've got, what it's looking like right now. This is what it's looking like. I got the flowers. And that's what that looks like. Now, I have these real pretty roses that I think I'm going to cut and put around the top here, like that. So let me go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you how it turns out. These were a little bit too big to fit in there, so I have these right here. I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to use these, because I think these will fit in the little spaces a lot easier than the other ones we're doing. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and put these in the spaces, these little rosebuds. So I'm going to do that.